Listen, I really don't know what it is with today, but it seems like everybody in my neighborhood wants to mow their lawn today, like quite literally. Anyways, let's get it going, let's get it started. Let's hang it and bubbin'. What is really good, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm back at it again with another summer makeup tutorial. Now, a couple videos back, I really focused on colorful eyeshadow, and then I did a colorful liner look. Today, I'm switching up the color. I was high-key obsessed with the color orange, but today we're really gonna focus on green. Now, I am going to incorporate more colored liner, but I'm really gonna focus in on a full glam look for summer that still incorporates color that you guys could wear for, let's say, a girls' night out. If you want to just spice up your look and try something a little bit different, I think you guys are really going to enjoy today's video. So if you guys are not yet subscribed, make sure you guys press that subscribe button, and while you're at it, give this video a big old like if you like it and you guys want to see more videos just like this. For the most part, I will be using all affordable products in today's video, with the exception of my liner. I'm going to stick with the Cake Liner by ABH, but I also have some great options for you. I found these in my collection by Milani. These are a part of the Fruit Fetish collection, so you guys could definitely opt for these. I also know NYX carries some amazing colored liners, so stick with me, watch it all the way through, and if you guys recreate this look, definitely tag me over on the gram. So with that being said, let's go ahead and zoom in and let's get started. You guys know me, I had to do some skin prep before I sat down to film this makeup look, because if you have a good base, you have a good face. Really quick, I did use these products here. This is by Summer Fridays. This is the Cloud Dew Oil-Free Gel Cream. I also went in with a face oil by the brand Bad Habit. Love this face oil. It's very calming and just soothing on my skin. And then underneath my eyes, I have some eye patches. You guys know I'm obsessed with eye patches, and I'm just using these here by One Size. These are the Secure the Blur Hydrating under eye patches. Now, before I get into eyeshadow, I definitely want to show you guys some inspo for today's look. I follow Patrick Ta over on Instagram, and for a while he was incorporating like subtle pops of color into his look, which if you guys know Patrick Ta, it's something that he never does, but he did it in such a gorgeous way. So I'm drawing a lot of inspo today from this look that he did on Patrick Star. I love that it is such a very matte look. It's very soft, but it's glam, but he incorporated that orange liner in the crease and also at the tail of the wing. So that's what we're gonna do, pretty much, just switching up the colors, and I'm really excited about it. With that being said, I did already prime my eyelids. I did just use the Alter Ego eyeshadow base. I will have it listed down below. Now for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Milani Most Love Mattes eyeshadow palette, so I'm definitely throwing it back. You guys know this is an oldie but a goodie. I love that there's all matte shades within this palette, and realistically, I'm only gonna be using these shades right over here, so use whatever palette you have at home, whether it's high-end or affordable, to follow along with today's look. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It definitely is more of like a softer brown, and I'm gonna use that as my transitional color in my crease. I'm taking it on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. I'm gonna take the shade right under that, which is a little bit deeper, and I'm gonna stick this in the outer V. I'm really using the same brush. I'm not trying to switch brushes all that much. And I'm gonna use this to just create some dimension and just kind of smoke out this outer V area. Now I have had these under eye patches on for a little minute now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to peel them off. It says about 15 minutes. These really help to depuff and smooth out the under eye area. It just feels very spa-like when I put on under eye patches, and I love the feeling. So anyways, let's keep blending. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with some kind of creamy concealer. Really use whatever it is that you guys have. I'm just using this little pot concealer. It's by NARS. I know, not affordable, but again, it's just concealer. Just use something creamy that matches your skin tone. You can even use like a stick foundation or something like that. But I'm just taking this onto my lid because I need to mute it out a little bit, so that way we can go in with our lid color. I'm gonna flip my brush over, and I'm just gonna go in big circular motions. And I'm gonna use this to blend it into that deeper color we have in the crease. And this is gonna give me such a beautiful and seamless blend. You really don't want any harsh edges here, and I feel like with a creamy concealer, it's like the perfect time to get such a beautiful and blended look. So just take your time with this step. Don't apply any additional concealer. Just go in, wipe away the product on your brush, and blend. I'm gonna go right back into this shade here called My Daily Latte. And I'm just going in circular motions here because I want this to blend like seamlessly. Look at that. And then I'm gonna pick up this shade right underneath it. It's called Toast of the Town. And then I'm gonna use this to blend as well. And you can see that creamy concealer really added like that brightness to the inner part of the eye, which is exactly what I'm going for. So I'm gonna take this shade here. It definitely is more of a vanilla shade. Funny enough, it is called French Vanilla. So I'm gonna take that shade and I'm really gonna pack it on in the inner part of my crease. The next step in this routine is going in with an eyeliner, and you guys know I love to go in with some kind of crayon eyeliner to start my wing. So I'm using this right here by Revlon. This is the Color Stay eyeliner. This is in the shade Black. How creative. I like to take the eyeliner and just brush it onto an angled brush and just apply it that way. Well, I'll go in first with a little bit here. And I also like to tightline with it as well. Once that's done, I like to go in with an angled brush, and then I'll use this to really mold the liner into more of like a cat eye wing. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in with some brow gel. I'm just going to use the Brow Boss Gel by ColourPop. Honestly, this is a spot-on dupe for the Glossier Boy Brow. I have both, but get the ColourPop one. It's affordable, and honestly, you're probably not even gonna be able to tell the difference. I'm just running this through my brow hairs, and I'm brushing upwards for more of that boy brow look. And I'm gonna wait for this to completely dry before I go in with my brow tint pen. So while I wait for that to dry down, I am gonna start working on my base makeup. Now I am gonna start off with a little bit of sunscreen. You guys already know what's up. I love this one right here by Supergoop. This is the Glow Screen. It has SPF 40. So I'm gonna take a generous amount of this and I'm just going to put it all over. So you can definitely see how beautiful and just overall glowy my skin looks after going in with the glow screen. I definitely recommend. Now, if you guys are recreating this look for the nighttime and you are going to be taking like flash photos on your iPhone, I definitely recommend steering clear of anything that has SPF in it because it will give you that cast, that flashback Mary look, and you want to steer very clear from that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to our foundation. Now, my foundation of choice is going to be by NYX. This is the Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. I do personally really like this formula, and the shade I have here is Nude. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna blend this out with a brush. For concealer, I will be using my tried and true duo, both by e.l.f, the Hydrating Camo and the Original. But today what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take some of the Original onto the back of my hand, and I'm gonna mix it in with the hydrating formula. And then I'm just gonna paint it on with a brush just because I feel like I have more control when I do it that way. And it just looks a lot better overall. Now, because I did go in with a little bit of the Original Camo, I find that I don't need to wait 45 seconds before I buff and blend it out. I only really need to wait like half the time because it does dry down very quickly. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks underneath the eyes. I love this method. I love that combo. I will have both listed down below. I feel like I use them in almost every single one of my videos, whether it's high end or affordable, it doesn't matter. That literally is my favorite concealer combo right now. What I'm doing now is I'm just taking a foundation stick in a deeper color. This one is by Neutrogena. This is the Hydrating Foundation Stick with Hyaluronic Acid in the shade Cocoa. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to create like some natural looking shadows, just some definition. And I really love this stick here because it's very hydrating on the skin, and it's just so easy to blend. It looks so seamless and just beautiful. And I am working with a lot of creams today, so Now I do like this formula a lot better than the One by Physicians formula that I typically use. I don't know what it is. I picked this up on a whim and I ended up really, really loving it. So definitely check out the Neutrogena stick foundations in like a deeper shade if you want some contour and definition. Now it is definitely more of like an emollient product. So it's not a drier formula, which means you will have to set it down and in place a little bit, but I don't mind. I'm also gonna take some of this formula alongside my nose here, and I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more onto that foundation brush, and I'm gonna apply it all alongside my jawline. I love that this blends in so easily, like, ugh. Now I'm just gonna take my sponge and I'm lightly just going to use it to make sure I don't have any harsh edges. Y'all know I do not like harsh edges. I want everything to just be nice, soft, and seamless. Now the next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go in with some blush. Now this is a newer product for me. This is the On The Glow Blush by Pixie. This is the Tinted Moisture Stick, and the shade I'm using is Juicy. It's such a beautiful shade. Look at this, like, hello coral. I'm gonna swatch it like on the back of my hand. Oh my God. Do you guys see how rich it is in pigment? I die. So I'm just taking this and I'm running it alongside the bristles of my brush. You guys know I'm not the type of person to just like run this on my face, because I find that when I do that, I really disrupt everything underneath, like concealer and foundation, and it's just not the prettiest situation. So I'm just going to take this. Oh my God, this is pretty. This is really pretty. Look at that. Look at that dew it gives the skin. Now I have not set anything down and in place. I will be setting things because hello, I live in Florida. How many times do I have to tell you?
Well, excuse me.
I'm also gonna take some of this blush upwards, like around my brow, for more of a lifted effect. I was watching some TikToks by Dominique Cosmetics or Kristen, and she definitely did like a side-by-side comparison and showed like what blush looks like when it's placed lower and then higher. And I saw that when you put it above the brow, it definitely gives more of like that lifted facelift. And I'm all about it. I am gonna go in with some loose powder though. I'm gonna use this one right here by Our Heart Revolution. It's the peach shade, and I'm gonna use this to set my under eye area, so that way I don't get any creasing or anything like that throughout the day. So let's talk about the powder I'm using to set my entire face. I'm just going to be using this here. This is by L'Oreal. It's the Age Perfect Creamy Powder Foundation. I'm lightly just gonna tap this all over the areas where I did not put that loose powder. And I'm using a brush because I don't want like a super full coverage finish. I just want it to set all the other areas of my face. I am gonna go to town though and just like really set my chin, because I feel like out of all the areas of my face, that is probably one of the first areas to go, which sucks, but it's all right. Cool. Whole face is nice and set. I'm now gonna go in and re-intensify my blush. I will be using the Milani Luminoso blush. This definitely is an oldie but a goodie, and it is one of like the top blushes that Milani has. Look at that. Look how pretty and just buildable that is on the cheeks. So yeah, I'm just re-intensifying it, and you can definitely see that applying that cream underneath really just create a nice base for this to lay on top of. Now you can even go the extra mile and re-intensify your bronzer if you want to. I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm using the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Suntan. It's crazy because I'm using a lot of Milani products today, but hey, I'm not mad at it. They have great, great products in the line that I feel like are very, very slept on YouTube. I feel like the brands that are getting the most buzz right now are like NYX and e.l.f, but Milani has incredible products in their line as well that are definitely worth checking out. I definitely want to go in and finish off my lower lash line, so I'm going to mix these two shades together, and I'm going to do like a little bit of a cocktail on a flat definer brush. I'm just going to go in and really smoke this out on the lower lash line. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of my brown marker. This is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen by NYX. You guys know I love this stuff, so I'm just going to create some fullness to my brows. This is like my favorite way to fill in my eyebrows. It's quick, it's easy, it's straight to the point, it's not overdone, and it looks great. Moving on to highlighter, I'm just gonna use that same highlighter I used in my last video. This is one of the Ray Ryder highlighters in the shade Space Age by Kaleidos. And I'm just going to pop it on here, and you can see it just gives such a pretty, just like wet and dewy look. I love that it melts into the skin and it doesn't necessarily sit on top of the skin. It just gives such a beautiful glow. And of course, I have to set down my makeup with some kind of setting spray because otherwise I'll just look like dusty and crusty. We're almost to the liner though, and I'm so freaking excited for the liner. Like, favorite part of this look is the liner. For setting spray, I'm just gonna use this right here by Rare Beauty. This is the 4-in-1 Always an Optimist setting spray and primer. I'm just going to set everything down to melt all the powders down and in place. And I actually like to do this before mascara, otherwise things tend to transfer and then it's like a hot ass mess. So let's get into the fun part, which is the liner. For me today, I will be using the ABH Cake Liner. So I have lime, yellow, and also pink here. You can pick this up, or I do have some affordable options for you guys. Milani did launch a Fruit Fetish line not too long ago, and they came out with 3 colored liners. You can see very similar to the ABH Cake Liners here. Now I'm gonna swatch the green one because I am going to play around with green today. Look at that color. Very, very similar to my dress and just very similar to what I'm going to be doing today. I will be using the lime color, but I do want to swatch both next to each other just so that way you can see there's not like a huge difference. Actually, there is. The ABH one is definitely more intense. It's more opaque, but if you want something similar, you can pick up the one from Milani. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using the one from ABH because I love, love, love the pigmentation on that. So again, the picture I will be replicating is this one right here by Patrick. It seems like the orange is in the crease and then it's kind of like traced out around the black eyeliner. So here we go. So at this point, you can definitely see I kind of messed up this wing here, but what I like to do is I like to take some kind of liquid eyeliner and then just clean it up. Any liquid eyeliner will do. I'm just using this one here. It's by Ofra. And I'm just gonna clean up this space here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pop on some false lashes. I'm gonna use this style here by Salon Perfect. It's in the style 692, and these definitely have to be my favorite, like fluffy, dramatic, fit and flare type of lash. I'm just gonna stick it here so you can see. I feel like these are the closest lashes that I have to the ones that Patrick's wearing. Like, look at that. Like, I have no words. I'm gonna pop these on really quick and then we'll finish off with the lips. I mean, if you ask me, I definitely feel like lashes set this look off. Like, definitely like a full fluffy pair of lashes. Grr. I'm gonna go in with a brown lip liner. You guys know I love KKW Nude 2, but if you're looking for an affordable spot-on dupe for this lip liner that I'm using, Milani Saucy Toffee, I will have it listed down below. I just can't find mine right now. I really need to scour through my makeup collection and figure out where it is. Then for actual lipstick, I'm gonna use this one right here by Believe Beauty. Believe Beauty can be found within the Dollar General, and the shade I'm using here is Macaron Spice. So that is pretty much it, you guys. I've had this on my face for about 6 to 7 hours now. I was actually filming some reels, some TikTok, so definitely follow me over on Instagram and TikTok as well if you guys want to see what I came up with. But I will definitely say this has to be one of my favorite looks I've ever filmed on my channel. I feel like the graphic liner, the expressive eyes are very much on trend right now because we spent like an entire year in quarantine. I feel like a lot of people are trying to stand out with color and just makeup and things like that in their wardrobe. wardrobe. So this was really, really fun. I definitely want to try out some more colorful looks. So if you guys have anything in mind, let me know over on Instagram or let me know down below in the comments, and I'll be happy to recreate it on my channel. But that is pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to go. I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video so that way I can film more videos just like it. I will talk to you guys all on the next one. Deuces.